Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How's it going today, guys? We're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a great subject for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. So what is our subject for today? Our subject for today is, what is a 214 insurance license? What is a 214 insurance license? How do you get it? And how does it pay? So let's go ahead and figure this out. You know, I've been in life insurance and I've been in sales and I sell real estate. And one of the things that I can tell you is people always going to need a home and people are always going to die. And see, the key to success is that you have to have empathy and sometimes a little bit of sympathy to let people know that, hey, I'm here for you. And when you get a 214 life insurance license, it's going to benefit you in many ways. It pays pretty good. And remember this one thing, you are an insurance salesperson, an agent. And so let's go ahead and have a conversation about how to get it, what it does, and then how you get paid from it. Okay, first off, you're going to have to take a 40-hour course. It's going to be a substantial course, and you really have to pay attention. Now, a lot of times you can go and talk to insurance providers, insurance companies, or should I say people who sell insurance, and they'll walk you through a process. They'll get you all signed up and everything, and they'll get you set up so that way you can take your test. Normally, a lot of times it's going to cost about $200. Now, a lot of times people will go ahead and the companies will front that money for you if you come to work for them. And that's real nice. But there are some other things that you need to pay out of pocket sometimes. And it's going to be and sometimes other companies will pay for these, but not always. You have to get your background check. Now, that's going to cost you at least $55 because they're going to do some fingerprints. So you better be of good character because they will find out. And a lot of times people who've been incarcerated or if you've been in jail, you really need to talk to the company that you work for and ask them what their opinion is about you getting your license. Now, because they're looking for people who are of good character, good ethics. We all make mistakes. So what I'm sharing with you is you got to be above board. Because remember, they're going to get your fingerprints. And they're also going to do a background check on you. And because you're going to be dealing with the state. So if you have some issues that are in your past, you need to bring those up front to the people that you're going to be working with. Now, the key to success is, like I said, you're going to take a 40-hour class. This 40-hour class can be done either in person or it can be done online. I myself, when I got my insurance license, I did it over a couple of months period. Some people can do it within a matter of a couple of weeks. Like I said, I was working a full-time job. I had to take care of my kid. I had a lot of things going on, and I wanted to have knowledge about how to sell the product, because I've been in sales since the 80s in one form or capacity. And if you don't have an idea of what you're going to be selling, oh crap. Because see, you're getting ready to embark on the 214 life insurance license, and it is a new language. You're going to learn a lot of new words. You're going to learn some things. You go, dang, man, that's real good. And you're going to be able to help a tremendous amount of people with this license. But if I had to do it all over again, I would have went ahead and got a 215 license. We'll have another video about that down the road. But you need to know exactly what a 214 license is, because that may be all you really need. But always be informed, because there are other licenses that give you more capabilities to do more things. So, but with a 214 license, but I didn't know this, I just got a 214 license, and it can sometimes limit you to different companies that you can work for, especially up in the higher ends. But that's okay. We're going to talk about a 214 license. First off, you're going to have a 40-hour course. And that 40-hour course, you're going to run into the kind of things that are going to teach you some things you hadn't thought about. First off, you're going to have to learn about ethics, the right things to do, and believe me, you don't want to cheat nobody, because what comes around goes around, and they got jails full of people who cheated people. So be very careful what you do, and be very careful what you say, okay? Because people are being recorded every day. Now, also, they're going to learn the basics and the fundamentals, the glossary terms, and about life insurance. What is life insurance? This key thing: people are dying to see you. when you have a captive audience, because people are dying every day. Now, with this corona thing going on, life insurance is even more valuable. So what are the courses and things you're going to take? You're going to learn about what is annuities and how they work. Now, annuities, you've heard of 401k plans, maybe you've heard of CDs and bank accounts and people with a lot of money, they're retiring, but maybe if they got too much coming in, they're getting taxed too much. Annuities are a way to put money away for a rainy day, and also to help your family, and it gives you a chance to be able to live a more comfortable life, because it's smart. You got to be smart with your funds and annuities, and this is what you learn about, how to help people with those and helping to get it. Also, you're going to learn about, provisions and practices. You're going to learn the things you should do, the things you shouldn't do. You're going to learn about contracts. You're going to learn about how to have a conversation about life insurance. You're going to learn about topics like, say, for instance, what is a mortgage? What is mortgage insurance? What is whole life insurance? What is term life insurance? And those things right there are very, very important, because see, when you learn about these particular things, you're going to be using these in your business, and they're there to help you to have stepping stones to offer multiple different products to your either to your family, to your friends, and people that are going to buy insurance from you. A 214 license is a really, really good license, and I like it. And here's the thing. Everybody needs insurance because everybody dies. If you don't know about it, think about this. Have you been to a funeral, or do you know of anybody who's passed away? Somebody had to pay for either a cremation, which could cost anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000, which isn't that bad. But out of pocket, how many people got $2,000 or $3,000 laying around? Not everybody. And see, that's why it's so valuable. If you get a funeral without all the frills and everything, it could cost over $10,000. Holy cow. And it's going up every day. So by having a 214 license, you're able to walk your customers through a process where they're able to buy insurance, and they're able to help leave a better place. Because I'll tell you what, if you were to pass away and your significant other had to pay for the bills and they didn't have any insurance in play, it would be devastating. I've seen it. I've seen where people didn't have any insurance. They had to pay for their child who had passed away. It cost so much money, and the grief on top of it. Plus, you put money on credit cards, or they finance this stuff, and it can be crazy. But by having a life insurance or final expense, because you have a 214 license, you can offer hope to the families. And remember this one thing, when you're selling insurance, sometimes we get excited because we sold this big giant policy. Okay? Every policy is worth something. But here's the thing, the average is about $500 to $700 that you can make off of each smaller policy or standard policy. And in this regard, that money stacks up real quickly. But remember this one thing, if you sell policies that are too expensive for your customer, a lot of times what will happen is they'll what they call lapse. And if they lapse, that means, remember, the companies are going to give you up to 75 to 80% up front. As long as they keep that on the books for a year, and those people, they pay their bill, you don't have to pay that back. But remember, if they cancel that on 11 months and 28 days, you're going to have to give the money back that they gave up front to you because you sold an insurance policy. So always remember, make sure you ask about their budget. You want to know about how they spend their money, because within that first year, they do have the opportunity to cancel you like a bad check, and that sucks. So always make sure. And you also want to make sure that they have a checking account, okay? Because you want to be able to take that money, and you don't want them to be able to send it in. Because see, what happens is people, they have other bills, but if it's taken out, it's not such a big burden on them because they know it's coming out. I got insurance on me, and I got insurance on my son, and I bought that insurance, and they take it out every month, and I know that when the time comes, my my wishes are going to be taken care of. I'm going to be cremated. Some people like to be buried. And these are some questions that you're going to have to learn how to ask when you're talking to your customers. Because, see, we sell life insurance. We're salespeople. And in this regard, the key to success is, like I said, you're going to learn like the basics and the fundamentals about how to set this up. Now remember, you're going to have to pay some money up front to get your fingerprints. You're going to pay about $60 for your state, at least in my state, to be able to say, hey, I want to qualify and can I take the test? And then you're probably going to have to take the test, which is a 40-hour course. And once you take the 40-hour class, you're all excited. You take the test and you got to pass, okay? And I'm pretty sure it's between 70 and a 75 that you need to make to be able to pass it. Depends on which state. And in that regard, that gives you a little bit of wiggle room if you miss some questions. But once you get your license, they're going to go ahead and walk you through a process. They're going to get you set up with different providers. Now, different providers are like Gerber, you got Western, you got all these different companies that they sign you up under. Because you have a 214 license, you get a chance to work with a bunch of different companies who are, like, say for instance, you work for a guy. He's a broker, but he's got like 8 to 10 different companies that he works with. So you get to work with those companies so that way you can sell a product that's going to fit in the customer's budget. Sometimes people have health issues. You're going to find out health issues and medications that customers are on are vitally important. They have a program where they check just based on your social security number and some basic questions that you ask about what type of medications they're on to be able to make a determination. Are they able to get life insurance right now? Or do they have to wait sometimes a year to 2 years for it to completely fit? Now, some people, that different companies have different things that they look at to make the determination if your customer can get the insurance. But the key to success is once you get out there, you'll learn about your products. Let's don't put the cart before the horse. You're going to have a company that's going to help you, but you really got to know your products. And the reason being is you don't want to lose business because you could have got a better deal with another company. Now, the key to success in this regard is you do your 40 hours, you study. Now, for me, like I said, it took me about 3 months. I studied, and the reason why it took me so long, you can do it in a couple weeks. Some people can do it 2 weeks, 3 weeks, is I just wanted to have a conversation. I'm a little bit older, so when I took my courses and my tests and everything, I really had to study and I had to buckle down because it really is like learning a new language. But once you learn the language, it's real easy. All you got to do is talk to people. And see, here's the thing. When you go to work for a company, they're going to go ahead and set you up on a lead program. Leads are very important in the industry. Your sphere of influence, like the people, your family, your friends, you can sell insurance, but a lot of times you need to have what this thing called leads. Now they have Facebook leads, they have internet leads, they have people where they'll send in a card to them about Social Security where the people have filled out their paperwork, they've given their age, their names, their sex, and their telephone number, and all you have to do is pick up that heavy phone. At first, when you first start selling, if you're lucky, you get a script, you start walking, you talk to people. Hi, my name is, and I'm with, and hey, you recently asked for some information. Some stuff now is being sold over the phone, some is being done by Zoom, and other insurance now is also done the old-fashioned way where you go see the customer, but you have to set up the appointment. So what I'm getting at is this. The 214 life insurance license is an awesome license. You can make a tremendous amount of money. But I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little hard at first. Until you get your feet wet and start knocking on doors, picking up that heavy phone, it can be a little bit complicated. But if you want to be successful at it, you got to get around people who know what they're doing, ask a lot of great questions, and then you got to do the work. You got to do the do. If you don't get out there and do the do, you're not going to make any money. And remember, insurance companies, they're going to be in business way after we're gone. And see, people, remember, are buying insurance because they want to be in a better place, and you have to remind them of that. And when you get your 214 insurance license, you'll be able to sell whole life, which means for the rest of their life, term for a term amount, annuities to help them with their finances, so that way you can help them with their money. You're also going to have some other things that are in play in there, so be ready to learn something special. You're getting ready to take on a great opportunity. You're going to get a 214 license, and you're going to knock it out of the park. And remember, the most successful people in life who sell insurance or sell anything have to learn how to sell. You've got to learn how to have conversations with people. You've got to get over the fear of the telephone. You got to get over the fear of talking to people. And I've seen some people that you would think would not be really good at selling insurance do wonders. And then I've seen some people, they get on fire for selling insurance. They get overwhelmed. Things don't always work. Some weeks you'll do really good. Some weeks you may not. But see, the key to success is never, never quit. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. We just had a really great conversation about what is a 214 insurance license. It gives you the capability to help people with final expenses. People are dying to see you, and they may not want to, but you have to have strength. You have to walk them through a process, sell them some insurance, and remember, you have to have good ethics. Do things right. Never hurt nobody. Go out there and sell some insurance. And what is our topic? What is a 214 insurance license? How do you get it? And how do you get paid? You get paid real good, so you better treat your customers with the respect they deserve. All right.